Okay, guys, I think I'm live. Let me check everywhere to make sure I'm live everywhere. Gotta check Twitch. Okay, good. Okay, stream is live everywhere. Today we are doing a stream where I am building this room here in The Sims. I have a builder that I use specifically, which is this one, so we're gonna go ahead and load her. She doesn't really do anything. I've never really used her for anything but building. So I'm gonna pick this one here. We're gonna build on this lot today. So let me pull my picture back up. Okay, so this looks like a 3-story building, potentially some sort of apartment. So I don't technically need this much space. But it looks like there's a desk, a bed, a wardrobe, another desk over here, some sort of like vanity, another bed, a flight of stairs, a desk with another computer. There's a closet here with some sort of nightstand here, but there's like something that blocks the bed over here, but there's no nightstand up here. There's a kitchen here with some sort of glass panel here. There's a closet here, which makes 0 sense to me. There's a humongous brown sofa. This wall is chocked full of freaking knickknacks and plants and stuff. And a TV on a console table that I think we can pretty much do. A table filled with food and wine bottles, so I think we can get wine bottles from Debug for those, or the nectar bottles. I think I can find those. There's a little table here. There's 3 staircases in this house. We've got one here and one here that's L-shaped. Why there's a cushion over here, I have no idea. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock move objects. And then I need to be able to see hidden objects. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That one. And then there's the one that shows me the other, like the debug objects. And then I'm already in infinite build, so and then I'm going to turn this on, so just in case there's like career stuff that I need. do you mean YouTube is not responding? Why is that even open? 1 second. Close that. No, YouTube is live. Looks like YouTube is having an error, but everywhere else is streaming, so. Alright, so I've got all the cheats enabled that I think I'm gonna need. I'm just gonna start with, whoops, wrong wall. That one. And I'm gonna make it a medium wall. And I'm gonna move the photo over here. Hang on, I gotta move the, give me that fucking picture. I need to move it over here so I can look at it while I'm building. And then I'll move it back so you guys can see it. Can't see where the door is, but I'm guessing it's gonna be by the staircase, so. And since the one staircase, and I have chips and cherries here, so if you hear me munching, that's what I've got. Barbecue chips and cherries, and a glass of milk. So what stairs do I have that are brown? Those are dark brown. So let's do by color. Dark brown but white on the side. Princess Cordelia. And what is that pack? That's the country living one? Forget how to make L-shaped stairs. 1 second, I gotta look it up. Oh, okay. Oh, so I need it the other direction, my bad. Okay, I finally got the stairs going the right direction. Jeezy Pete. Give me my picture back. And then there was another flight of stairs here. That just seems really freaking close. Because then the kitchen is in this little cubby over here, but it doesn't give you a whole lot of room to put the kitchen. I'm gonna have to build another room. Because the door looks glass. Alright, let me put the wall back up. Okay, now it's a room. And it was black. Alright, let me do black. Well, that's close. Then there's that one. The other one's got more grid lines on it. Wait, maybe this one? I don't know if I like that one. That certainly doesn't look black. That one's black. That one's brown. There we go. That's the grid line I was looking for. And then now the railing on the stairs was glass. That's perfect. It's exactly kind of like what they have, except for it's not black, it's brown. There we go. That matches. Stair risers were white. Brown treads. Brown railing. Top bar was brown too, but can't really get a brown top bar, so. And then I guess we'll throw up a little wardrobe or something over here to hide this little cubby hole. There's a little desk over here. Alright, so let's do this. It looks like one of the closet hang-in pieces that we need. I wish I could put something like this in there, but this is not gonna fit. I mean, that would fit, but that's not ideal because it's in the stairs. And if I shrink it, whoa! Oh my god, that's Mondo. Yeah, if I shrink it, it still doesn't work. What are those things called? For the closet things? The modular ones? I always forget what they're called. This is what I'm looking for right here. Because now what I can do is go back in here. Looks like the mainly black and white with a little bit of like peach. That works. And then there's a bunch of knickknacks and stuff on in the little cubby. So maybe I can find shoes or something to stick in the cubby. Living room, we're going to do the TV next. And the TV stand is like a light to medium brown. with 2 drawers, kind of like this one, with cubbies in the center. And the TV that sits on top of it is like a silvery gray color. And it takes up most of the top of it, so we'll go with that. Then the couch is a dark brown. And it's really big and it looks leather. So we're gonna start at the back and work our way forward. And it's a 2-section couch. And I'm gonna work 1 floor at a time. Oh, that's tiny. It's not dark enough. That's an idea for now. What about this one? Those are both 3-section sofas. I need a 2-section sofa. It's a love seat. Wait, are you a couch? You're a couch. You're not dark enough. You two are dark enough. You are leather, but you're a 3 couch cushion, not a 2 couch cushion. Alright, we're gonna go with the 2 couch cushion. And then there's a coffee table with an ugly ass patterned white tablecloth. Draped over it. That might be as close as I can get. What's this? That's kind of pretty though. Well, I think we'll stick with the other one that's got the flowers on it. And then there's a beat up looking fuzzy rug underneath of it that's kind of like white and gray. That looks kind of dirty. Looks like it needs to be shampooed and vacuumed. We've got a rug that kind of looks like this. Where is it? There's a little table over here that sits right here. And it's got a shelf underneath and a shelf on top, and it is stacked full with knickknacks. That's gonna work. It's a little dark, but now over here is like a cubby with a desk. I mean, this place has so many freaking chairs and desks and stuff in it. And to be honest, I'm gonna throw a fireplace over here on this wall. Just something simple. I gotta put a front door in too. Since the door to the kitchen was glass and black, that's why I went with that. Alright, and there's no window or anything here. Now there is a shit ton of shelves on this wall that are all like tan, beige. And it looks like the walls are like a beige colored too. Except for the staircases. The staircase look like they're white. And I can't see what's over this. So I'm gonna leave that desk alone and just put like a lamp on it. And there are little hanging like pot lights, kind of like you would use in the bathroom. So there's little lantern lights like this. Let's see, what do those look like? Little round. The globe is kind of round. All right, let me look at the lighting fixtures this way. So there was one here, and there was one in here, and we're gonna put one here, and there's some sort of light up here, but I can't really tell. And there's a light there's lights up here above the TV, but I can't really tell where they're at. There's like so much crap on these walls, man. I had to move the shelves because there's like photos or something on the wall near the TV. Alright, now we gotta build out the kitchen. So all I can see is a sink and some brown with white countertops. So we're gonna do white and light brown. So the countertops are white and the base is brown. Kind of like this or this. And it's a little gas top burner. The stove and the sink are both black looking. So I'm gonna put a black fridge in there as well. And this kitchen's way bigger than what theirs is, but they're just gonna have to live with a larger kitchen. Give them some Snapple appliances. Get a microwave and a coffee pot. I got 2 counters that they can work on over there. Let me give them some more counters over here. Let's see what we can give them crap-wise for the kitchen, because the living room needs fruit and wine bottles on the table. Let me put this over here really quick so y'all can see it. I need to go throw laundry over in the washer. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so now you guys can see what I'm actually working on. So the kitchen is double the size of what this little cubbyhole kitchen is. We've got the couch, this done. I need to put all the knickknacks and stuff on here, which I'm fixing to do. Got to put all of this stuff on this table and this stuff on this table. I don't think I can put the flowers and stuff around the TV. I don't think I can put the cushion there. Gotta see if I can put a couple pillows on the couch. I added a fireplace in mine. Have no idea what the door is, but got a door here that matches as close as possible, and then I just did a front door that looks like it matches as close as possible. Have to find pictures and stuff to stick. Looks like I got pictures and crap all over. I'm sure this is AI rendered because there's one computer here, a computer here, a computer here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 wardrobes. There's another computer here that I can see the chair of. So they've got like computer desks everywhere in this. And this is probably an AI rendering because there's a staircase here, and a staircase here. So there's a ton of freaking staircases in this area. So I'm just going by what I can build. So, because it's a lot. There's a lot going on in this photo, and I'm doing the best I can with what I have. So I'm going to move my photo back over now. Now that I've outfitted their kitchen, and now actually I can move this microwave over here, and I can stick knick-knacky things in the corner now. Give them a little dish drying rack. Okay, so I need fruit and stuff for the table out here. It doesn't really look any different. It's just different bowl colors, which is fine. What in the potato is that? Counterfeit harvest knife from the Artifact Association. It looks like a potato. Alright, and then I can put these over here. Because there's like fruit and stuff on this table. Party streamer balloons. Oh my god, those are big. Put the tea stuff over here. That's something I can stick in here, though. A basket with a throw and some pillows. Because people keep stuff like that in their living room. I mean, I don't, but I know other people do. And then there was some sort of like movie rack looking thing in here, so I'm going to stick this over here. Holiday fruit cake. Can I stick that down underneath? No, I cannot. But I can stick it on the counter. Still need to paint the walls, I know. Now, to see if I can find any wine bottles. Well, it's not technically fitting on the shelf, but it kind of looks like it's on the shelf. Ta-da! There's wine bottles. Got a plant sticking out of it, but that's okay. They won't notice it's sticking out of the fruit. Put a different fruit bowl in the middle. That works. I wonder if I could search for can't stick it on there. Can't stick that on there either. now to just find things to stick on the shelves because, oh, trying to find stuff that will fit on the shelves is gonna be, oh, that's big. Let me see. Just what I can do with the base game. Oh, how pretty a little rose. Oh, that's a big vase. It's gonna be hard to fill all these shelves. Especially if I'm limited on what flowers I can use. I can use these little flowers, right? No, I can't. But I can use these little flowers, but just in different colors. Nope. Copied the wrong thing. That little seedling is cute. Whoops. Alright, so pictures. And then there was a bunch of pictures lining the wall, going up the stairs. Alright, wall paint. Kind of like a taupey beige color. That's nice. Don't know what the outside should look like. Does it say suspiciously unremarkable? Yeah, kind of like basic bitch housing. Okay, now up here, there's a bedroom, but like the bedroom's in this like weird little cubby. So like you come off the bedroom. Oh shit, I just erased the fucking stairs. Whoops. Didn't mean to draw something out there. Thing is, though, it's not really a room. And then there's another stair. But it's not really a room, so I gotta delete the walls. Because there's a desk there. It's like a dark beige. Gonna have to put it here because if not, the chair's gonna mess up the chair rolls. So what do I got that rolls that's black? This one? No, it's got a low back on it. This one? Maybe it's dark brown? It's weird that they all have different chairs at the desks. Okay, I'll give it this one. And then there's a computer sitting there that's like white looking. That's close. And then there's a humongous glass window in front with a black frame around it. with some design on the side. What do we got for that? There we go. Get rid of this one. That matches closer. And then there's another wardrobe. Kind of looks like that, but it kind of looks like this. Open, but not exactly open. I don't want to put too many things in here. It's that thing that I use downstairs. What are these things? Now, to find a bed that has a ugly floral bedspread that's a double. Holy shit, that chip is huge. So the back headboard is light colored, so maybe I should stick with that. It's not too bad. And then there was a nightstand in the photo. So there's a little cornered round table with a light. And then there's a square thing. With no drawer pulls or anything on it on the other side of the bed. It's like a light tan color. Looks like that little round light strikes again. This one here. Looks like it's up above the wardrobe. And there's one over at this wardrobe again. Well, it's right next to the desk, but I can't put one over the desk, so. Is there a little table lamp? There we go. It's a little round table lamp. Kind of hard to see in the photo. Kind of looks like a bell shaped. That would work. There's something here, but I can't quite tell what they put there. So I'm gonna stick a mirror there. Oh no, wait, they got pictures all up at the damn wall. Fine, I'll stick pictures there. That way you can put your own artwork in. And it looks like going up the stairs, there's a ton of art on the wall again. I'm going to use these over here. Use those. just so much art in this house. This has to be freaking AI. There's just so much freaking art everywhere. There's even like a portrait on top of the damned wardrobe. I don't think I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put this over here though. And then the wallpaper from downstairs, the paint color I mean, I'm going to use up here. Looks like it's a hardwood floor, so I'll have to do flooring and stuff after. Whoops, colored the inside of the house too. I don't know what to do with the rest of, oh yeah, this is all open below. I guess I need to finish building the walls then. So oh shit. Let me see if I draw that wall. Now that works. and then go back to this. Well, shit. There we go. Now I can move this down a little bit. Leave the light. Oops. Move this. Now I see why there's another staircase needed from here, because you can't get to the computer without it. Now to figure out the top floor. Okay, so where we are progress-wise, let me put the walls down for a second so that you guys can see where we are. I'll move the picture back over. So here's the second floor. So we have the bed and the photos and stuff. You can't see some of it because of the stairs. I just put one big picture instead of 3 little ones. I've got the book, one of the wardrobe is over here underneath this light. I need to put a thing of flowers on top of this to make that work. I did not do this little, whatever this thing is there, because the bookcase is kind of in the way. I've got the computer desk, but it doesn't take up the whole wall, so I guess I could put the kitchen cabinets or something in these little spots here so that I could put flowers and whatnot there. There's another thing of hanging clothes here, which I left space so that I could put shoes or something underneath there. There's plants that need to go up there, which I need to still do, but I've got this glass border that I added. So I went ahead and added the glass border, and this left open down below. So I got the first floor done and most of the second floor done. I just have the plants to still do, and I got the artwork up. And I'm going with the beige walls with the brown trim, because I don't have a brown trim with a white baseboard. This has a white baseboard on it here and here, but I don't have anything that looks like that doesn't look crappy. So I'm going with the dark up and dark bottom. So that's the recreation that I'm using right now. All right, so now to find plants. I'm going to try and use base game, and I'm in the middle of downloading games that I didn't realize were not installed on my computer. Put this one here. I don't want it at the top of the stairs. I stuck it here instead. And then that one's kind of a light brown. And then the other plant is also kind of beige looking. Where's that white? I'm gonna go back to white. Looks kind of like a fern. I'll stick that big bad boy over here. And then I need something that looks like roses or whatever for the nightstand. That works. Oh, that's too big to go right there. Oh, that's cute. Nice and colorful. There we go. Got some flowers added onto the desk. Oh, I could put stuff here. Didn't realize I could do that. Looks like it's kind of hanging off the balcony. Nice. There, we'll do that. Give it some more greenery, and it looks like it's hanging on the balcony. How cute is that? It's not in the picture, but I don't care. Now, the top is going to be kind of weird because and I just deleted the damn stairs. Let me do it that way and see if I can copy the stairs now. Now I can copy the stairs. Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna have to fill in the rest of the house below. Whoop, give me that window back. If I was working up on this floor, why was it filling in down below? That's so weird. Alright, so we're gonna do where's my glass wall again? And we're gonna delete the floor. gonna have to put a roof or something over that corner. It just looks weird. Looks weird. Alright. So let me copy that and just move that up here. Put those walls there. This house is very odd shaped. Keeps getting odder and odder as we move. But in order to be 3-story, gotta keep it kind of the same. This is a very odd build. I'm gonna just copy that desk, that chair. I'll just put different plants up there. I'll put a different bed up here. There's a wall behind that. And then the little light that's there is behind the bed. And then the little wardrobe is also like right there. There's a whole other desk and vanity looking thing over here. I'm just gonna forego that wall and just move the bed back. Opens up the room more anyways. And instead of putting that there, I'm gonna put this little guy here and put this in the corner. Looks like there's a suitcase. A white suitcase right here. Other than a whole bunch of freaking computers in this house, there's not a whole lot of nothing. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just move this bed leave the light there, put a light over here. And there's no light over the bed, over the computer, so I'm gonna put one over the computer too. And there's a bunch of artwork in the bedroom as well. Since I'd done a couple of elements from cottage living, I gave myself a little bit more artwork to work with. Not by much, but and of course there's artwork everywhere in this house. Don't ask me how they dust it all, but you know, there's artwork everywhere in this house. Okay, so now flooring. Oh, I gotta do plants on the desk. I'm gonna give you that near the desk. Well, cottage living doesn't have a whole lot of plants, does it? Alright, now to figure out flooring. And I want to go with a dark brown. Alright, now to figure out a roof for this weird shaped house. Well, crap. There goes that idea. The bed's hanging out the wall. Good thing I spotted that, huh? Oh, I guess it looks silly having rock and siding all the way up the side. Let me fix that. You know what I just realized? There's no flipping bathrooms in this house. No wonder. I think I had to have done this because there are 2 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, 4 computer desks, 1, 2, 3, 4 closets, and no bathrooms. I'm gonna have to redo this just to add bathrooms. I know, Jacka. I can't believe I just realized there's no bathrooms in this house. Not one stitch of bathrooms in this damned house. Let's give it a couple pot lights too. I honestly can't believe I did not think about the fact that there was no bathrooms in this house. Oops. I also just realized there's no rugs or anything underneath their beds. So I'll do base game and cottage living again, just so I know I've got those kinds of furnitures to use. Meow? What? What, meow? Meow meow? So the bathroom wasn't in the vision, but you know, gotta have a bathroom. Alright, there's a bathroom. Now we gotta put a door on it. And then I think I can get away with doing a bathroom. Move this pot light. I think I can get away with doing a bathroom kind of in the same area. Up here. Yes, sir. Hi. What are you doing? Is it bedtime? Do you want to go to bed? Oh, come here for a minute. I'll stop for some love. What? Are you trying to run off? I just picked you up. What are you doing? You're gonna fall. Hello? Meow? You're lucky you didn't bonk your head. What are you doing, silly boy? Don't bite. You don't like it when I bite back. Don't bite me. Rotten little shit. Okay, so it ruins the way things look throwing the bedroom or the bathrooms in here, but they wouldn't be able to use this as an actual house if there was no bathroom. Sounds like the washer is done. I forgot to give one downstairs. Yeah, up in the toilet. No, that works. I think that was the last game that I was downloading. Oh, nope, there's one more that's still... Two games that it needed to still update. Okay. The only thing I didn't find was shoes. There we are. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to put shoes in little racks. to give it traits. Fast internet, because it's got so many flippin' computers. We've got a nice kitchen. Let's give it homey. Now, sometimes it'll let me. Okay, so to go over the build, now that I've got it done, we'll go floor by floor. Let me grab my picture. Put my walls down for a second. Okay, so what is different from my floor, my first floor to this one is this chimney wasn't here, this basket wasn't here, I didn't add the pillows to the couch. And you can barely see the desk right here. Oop, hello. I was like, whoa. And this piece right here, I added that here, and then I added a treasure chest here. I added flowers there, but they're kind of hidden behind the TV. And then there's a picture here, so I added the flowers here, and there's a picture here and here, so I added pictures above the TV. I just shrunk them. And then there are 2 shelves above the TV. And then there are 4 shelves here, so that I left the 4 shelves and the 2 shelves above the TV. I just spaced them out a little bit, and I couldn't tell if there were pictures above the desk, but I went ahead and added them there. And since I can't see what's going on behind the couch other than this potted plant, I did not put the potted plant behind the couch, but I did put pictures along the wall there. And I put a light there, as there's a light right here above the stairs, and there's some sort of light in here above the little cubby hole here. Let me spin so you can see that side. I'm going to go ahead and put all the walls up so you can see all the sides. Let me get my picture back. Okay, so You can see the stairs. There's a staircase here and a staircase here that's L-shaped. So I've got my L-shaped stairs and I've got my staircase here. Photos. So I've got the photo here and the photos here. And then I've got a photo here, but I couldn't really put anything in behind here, so I put it here in the little cubby hole behind. And then I put a light here. And I put lights above the top shelf here to give more light. I ended up putting these saucer lights in the living room to give it more light. And I have this like gray rug that I put down here. There is a rug that looks like this in The Sims. I just couldn't freaking find this rug. I also couldn't find a table that looked like this. And I only found a couple of bottles that I stuck on the table that kind of matched, and they're kind of sitting on top of the fruit basket things. And then I found this round bowl of fruit that I kind of stuck in the middle of the table, and I had 3 of these like long fruit platter things that I changed the third one out in the middle to the round bowl. And then this table had a runner on it that I found was as close to this as I could get. And then of course the TV and the TV stands as close as what I could get. Now the door to the kitchen was also, glass, and you could see a black sink and a black gas stove and a white counter and light brown countertop. So if I put my walls down, you can see I've got a white counter and a light brown countertop, a black gas cooker, and a black gas or black counter or sink. But I didn't do it. Literally, there are like almost no counters in this kitchen. It is literally a shoebox. So instead of only having 1, 2, 3, 4 counters, or 1, 2, 3 counters, a stove, and a sink taking up most of the space here, I decided to extend it on to the length of the house and give them a microwave and a coffee maker from Schmapple, and give them a fridge as well. I couldn't tell if there was a fridge in here or not, so I went ahead and, oh, there's light flooring in there. Whoops. Hang on. Let me fix that. There's light colored flooring in the kitchen. There we go. I didn't notice that was light colored flooring because all the rest of the house is this dark wood flooring, so I did dark wood flooring throughout the house. Didn't realize that was light wood flooring. So, and then I added some like kitchen clutter to the counters and stuff, and a black trash can because we were sticking with black throughout the kitchen. And since the stove had like gold, I tried to do gold and black on the kitchen appliances as well. Going up to the next story, because this is an AI rendering of the photo, there is no bathroom in this house at all. So I added a bathroom with a toilet, a shower and tub combo with a sink. So this is not in the image at all. So we're going to ignore that and come over here. Let me get my image pulled back up. So then we have a wardrobe and a desk with a computer and a bed with another set of stairs with a wardrobe and a nightstand and a little lamp. Wait, I gotta put my walls back up. There's your wardrobe. Your wardrobe with the shoes. It looks like there's shoes in the little cubby, so I went ahead and put the shoes in there, as well as the computer with the flowers that were on the desk and the computer chair and the computer and the light that's right here on the wall. I'm not quite sure what this is. I tried to get the 2-pane window here. Oh, I didn't do the windows upstairs. I'm gonna have to do that really quick. And there's a big window here, so I tried to match this as well as I could. And then over here on this side, I did the bed because the stairs kind of block what you can and can't do. So I've got the bed, a round table in the corner with a light on it. You've got your little nightstand that doesn't look like it's got a doorknob or anything on it. You got your flowers on the the nightstand, and your little wardrobe with your shoes and stuff underneath and a light up above. And then of course the artwork and stuff. And I've got artwork all throughout this house because there was artwork all throughout. If you look at this, there's like art everywhere in this picture. There's art everywhere. And there's stuff on all the shelves. I'm like, holy crap. So let me grab this window here, because there's a window here, there's a window here, a window here. I did not realize that there were... Why did it grab the wrong color window? It's supposed to be black. Why is it the wrong color? I am so confused. It's that window right there. Well, I don't know why it looks white. There, now they've got a little bit of light upstairs as well. I can't believe I didn't do the windows. My bad. I'm just going to put the artwork there now, in between the windows. I don't know why this window isn't black, because it looks black right here. That's really weird. Okay, so upstairs again, no bathroom, no nothing. So I did a different sink, a different toilet. I did an actual tub and shower, stand-up shower combo in this one. So I did a different bathroom setup in this. But again, there was no bathroom in this build at all. So on this side, you've got your computer and your chair. This wardrobe was right here, and so there was like a little wall partition which I built, but then it was a really weird layout for the house, so I went ahead and left the top floor open, left it more like a studio kind of up here, where you came up and the whole top floor was kind of open. I did the glass walls kind of like the glass here, and I did another really weird bold pattern for the bed. And then on the photo, there is a desk, like a computer desk, and then some sort of like makeup station. So I did like a little like wash stand here with the nail polish and the tissue and like the hand towel to like dry your face or whatever. So I did that outside the bathroom. Just to kind of girlyfy it up a little bit. So this is considered a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. This is a 3-tiered, I called it AI Recreate, just because this has no bathroom in it, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 closets in it, and 1, 2, 3, 4 computers in it. There's no need for that many computers, no need for that many closets in a 2-bedroom house. I was like, oh, I saw this photo today on Facebook. I'm like, this is kind of neat. I wonder if I could recreate it in The Sims. So that's why I did this today. And then I don't like how this roof is clipping through the wall, but you know, it is what it is. But there was like a weird hole. Oh, hang on, I gotta fix that paint. Anything else I gotta fix? No. I'm going to overwrite what's already on there. And then I'm curious now to see there it is. Wow, I used more packs than I thought I did. Well, shit. Here I was trying to stick to only using 2 packs. What, sir? Yes, you. Why are you running your mouth? Why are you being annoying? Yes, you. Annoying. Right now, you're annoying. Why are you running your mouth at this hour? Cats. Anyways, so this is the I am RL Obers on Sims. I put my link to my YouTube channel on like the build that I did for YouTube. So just in case I don't see the comment though, let me go grab the link again. Copy, paste. Let me get rid of the featured share part. And then I gotta get rid of the space there. And that, since it was a re-upload. There. And then that way they can find the YouTube build. And then if anybody wants to download it, they can. It looks really weird though, having that upper room kind of hang out like that. It's a very odd looking build. But it is an odd build. It doesn't need to be on a 30 by 20 lot, but, and then I just gave it a really simple roof. I didn't do anything fancy with it. I could have, but what is that? Cross-braced reptile ripples? What is this? That is weird. That is so weird. I don't think I've ever seen that. Twisting vine wallpaper. It's all love-struck stuff that I've never paid attention to. Maybe that's what did it. Maybe my wall choices or something, or wallpaper choices were part of like the expansion, or maybe the windows or door choices were what put me in other brackets for multiple packs. When I build, I don't even think about the other packs and stuff, but I can't believe how much shit they had on all those shelves and stuff. But anyways, that is it for me for tonight. I've only been streaming for 2 hours, but I do have to work tomorrow, and I've got a rotten black fur monster that is running through the house meowing his head off, so I gotta go figure out what he wants. It is not his bedtime yet because I'm still up, but maybe Jason went to bed and maybe he's just wanting to go to bed voluntarily, but I do have laundry that needs to go in the dryer now, and maybe he just wants to go to bed early for some reason. So let me go check on him and see what he wants, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for coming, those of you that watched me build this weird Sims build, the AI recreation, because this was one really strange build. Oh, stop it. That's another build that I was looking at doing. I have an entire folder. Well, let me see if I can bring this over here so you guys can see it. This is my folder of like builds, and this is the one I'm working on right now, but this is like stuff that I have to build, and then these are buildings that I've already built. So like you guys have, like, this is the Adobe one that I did. Oh no, wait, this is a Zen one that I did. This is the Pink Passion one. This was the rental one that I did. There was 6 of these. I did 6 that were shaped like this. That was done for the for rent pack. This was the Adobe one. This was one of my Haven builds. This is cute. I can't remember what I called this one. This is another view of the Adobe one. This is the same one as this one. I'll show you side by side. It's just a different aspect for it. See, it's the exact same photo. It just, the image is just flipped. Exact same information in both of them. So somebody just put it up with this door on this side. So I was like, hey, that looks familiar. This was another Haven build that I did. I think I did this in combination with another item. It was this one. I did this with the other one. So the green one. Oh no, wait. This is this one. I just realized I've got duplicate photos in there, but this one's got a bigger photo of the other. This one's bigger to look at. I do like this build though. Like for if you do, instead of like a great room and stuff, like this is a bedroom and a bathroom and all that kind of stuff in here, and then you can turn like one of these into an office and an extra bedroom, and you've got like a shared bathroom here, and you've got a bathroom space that leads off the porch. That way you've got guests that stay out here and not in your main house. What, sir? Why are you yelling your head off? What do you want? You come here? Yes, you. Yes. Hi. What? Come here. What? What? Hi. What is the matter for you? What? Why are you so agitated? What's the matter? You seem upset. What's the matter? You're not going outside at midnight. You are black, you're hard to find in the dark, and you're not going outside right now, if that's what you're asking. Where are you going? No, I'm going to hold you for a minute. I think you need some love. You can thump me with your tail all you want. But you need some love or something. 'Cause you're just wandering through the house yelling your head off. Do you need attention? 'Cause this is attention. It's negative attention, but it's still attention. It's attention at your own detriment. Because you don't want this attention. No. Forced love. Yes, I know it's the rudest kind ever. You're thinking about biting me, aren't you? Rotten. Salem. Little spawn of Satan. You're purring though. You can't hate the forced love too much. But I know you went down. Rotten asshole. And then, let's see. This one is... Oh, that's what I called the one. Adobo Rustic. That's what the one... This was. Adobo Rustic. I thought it was kind of cute. This is the inside of it. This was a sun build that I did. And then these are the Haven Homesteads that I did. Haven Homesteads. This was the pink one that I did. It was just pink and white. The whole house was everything pink, everything white. This was one of the Haven Homestead ones that I did with the breezeway matching one of the photos. But anyways, so this is just a folder of some of the ones that I've already built, and then this is a, oh, these are photos that I want to build one day, because they're called what the fuck photos, because some of these photos are like, how do you even, like, what in the angle are those? Because there's like a hot water tank in here and this little cubby of a room, and trying to figure out how to build this is going to be crazy insane. But yeah, but I've got all these photos of stuff that I want to recreate on Sims. So yeah, if you guys ever want me to recreate anything out of the WTF folder, or like I've got these that are like balcony builds, like a bedroom upstairs, bedroom downstairs, but you can't see like the rest of the house, so you have to like reimagine it. But like this one here, you can see like the kitchen, the living room, the bedrooms. There's a bathroom in here, but you can't really see it. And then this gives you an idea of what the windows look like. And then landscaping is kind of minimal. So some of these give me an understanding of like what the house would look like. This one, I think I rebuilt this one. This is, I think, a build that I did, because I remember this layout, because I was looking for a bay window, or how to do a bay window, and I couldn't quite figure out how to do this one. I remember doing this build though. I don't know why it's still in this folder. Let me move that one. But anyways, I digressed. So leave your thoughts and comments. If you guys are watching this on replay, leave your thoughts and comments down below if you've watched this long. I'm going to go ahead and go and end the stream, and I will see you guys in another video or stream very soon. Probably the next one will be on Monday, and then my work schedule is going to change because I'm switching projects. They're moving me off the current project that I'm on, which is Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with Monday, Wednesday, Thursday off. And then I'm switching projects on the 7th, so I'll be working on the 7th. So we'll see how that goes. The 7th and 8th I'll be working, and then I'll be working a whole new schedule this coming week. So yay for that. Got to learn a whole new job and a whole new project and a whole new everything. So but the hours right now are going to be noon to 8 or noon to 7 or something like that. So the hours are going to be different. So I'll be able to stream a little bit more. I won't be quite as tired, but I'll also be working 5 days a week instead of like 4 days a week. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Have a fabulous day or night wherever you are. Bye.